Hi everyone, I'm Gemma, the owner of Gemma Redmond Vintage, and I'm here today to share with you some recent additions to my online collection. All of these pieces will be going on the website from next week at some point. However, if you'd like to find out more about any of them, please do get in touch and I can provide you with further details and images. You're also welcome to make a purchase if you would like to do so prior to the items going online too. So let's get started. I have 8 pieces again to share with you today. We've got quite a few reds and greens and pieces dating from the Art Deco era right through to sort of the 1940s. So sort of quite a narrow time period to share with you today, but nonetheless lots of interesting pieces to go at. So, as always, I'll begin by sharing with you what I'm wearing, and I'll start first of all, I think, with my necklace today. This necklace dates from the Art Deco era. It's constructed from a silver tone metal, and it's set with rectangular cut glass cabochons in black and also this green moulded glass. This green glass we sometimes refer to as Peking glass. It was created in a hue that resembled jade, as jade jewellery was particularly popular during the Art Deco era, the 1920s and 1930s. It really suited the Far Eastern inspired pieces that were so on trend at the time. So the necklace is also divided by these vitriol coated glass stones as well. Now these are perhaps a later addition to the necklace, but they're really complementary to the glass stones that you see going right around its length. I'll just undo it at the clasp. It fastens with a box clasp, and the necklace was probably made in Czechoslovakia as well. So there we go. You can see that the clasp is also complementary to the Peking glass panels around the necklace too. However, I'm also wondering if the clasp may be a later addition to the necklace too. So as you can see, these greens and blacks really striking against each other and really complement each other, and those colours are so typical of the Art Deco era. Next, let's move on to the earrings that I'm wearing, which I'm sure you'll agree also complement the necklace. These earrings were certainly made in Czechoslovakia, and they were made by the Niger Brothers Company, who were based in Jablonec in Czechoslovakia. The Niger Brothers jewellery were known for creating jewellery which was inspired by East Asia and also inspired by ancient Egypt. These earrings are inspired by ancient Egypt and date from the Egyptian revival of the 1920s. They feature little birds, perhaps ibis, or possibly connected with the Egyptian god Horus. These are also detailed with Peking glass, intended to resemble little jade beads dropping from the necklace, and they're detailed with green and blue and red enamel too. They are screwbacks and they're nice and secure too. I'll just hold my hair up so you get an idea of the drop. It's quite unusual to find earrings by the Niger Brothers. Very often we see brooches, necklaces and bracelets. Earrings seem to be less common. So I'll just unscrew them and show you what they look like. There you can see the screwbacks on the earrings, and you can see get a little idea of the motif there. It's each earring is a bird and one wing, so it sweeps up alongside the ear. They're very, very pretty and really typical of the work of the Niger Brothers. Next, let's move on to some more green. This fabulous ring. This ring also dates from the Art Deco era. It's constructed from silver and it's set right around its length. Circumference in green square cut paste stones. They're a really bright and vivid emerald, as I'm sure you can see. It sparkles wonderfully. Now this ring is perfect for stacking, as it's just a single band too, which is really nice. And the band you can perhaps see here is stamped with a sort of swirling crisscross like design, again right around its circumference. So there's lots of detail in this piece. It's beautifully made as well. Here we go. Next, let's move on to this bangle that I'm wearing now. This bangle was made in Germany by the Staub and Stort company, and it dates from the 1930s, probably the mid-1930s, due to a particular type of mark which I found on the inside of the bangle. You can see that it features this floral design, really pretty, classic floral design right around its circumference. You can also see that there's a safety chain here for added security, meaning it's really unlikely to come open or slip off, which is great. It's also a sign of the quality of the piece too. It is made from silver and it's stamped on the inside too, with the company mark and the silver mark as well. You can see that its size makes it perfect for stacking with other bangles if you like, or just for wearing as a single piece too, really delicately as well. I'll just take it off so you get a closer look at it. There we go, and you can see how it fastens. And you can just get an idea of the floral motifs that there are around it too. Okay, now I'm going to show you one more necklace. This necklace, the colours are really complementary to what I'm wearing and really typical of the designer this necklace was created by. This piece was created by the Jacob Bengal company in the 1930s in Germany. So again, a German Art Deco piece, but quite contrasting to the floral motifs that we see in this bangle. This is very machine age and stark and very modern for the time period. We see that we have a chrome plated metal and it's detailed with enamel, and these lovely red resin semicircles here and here, creating quite a symmetrical design. It fastens with a bolt ring, which works really nice and strongly. So I'll just unclasp it and pop it on for you. And just check the loop. So I've got it in the right position. There we go. And I'll just show you it. I've put this shirt dress on today so you can see how well it works with red and black, but this necklace would perhaps work really nicely just worn on the top of a black round neck jumper, or indeed a red round neck jumper, or greys too perhaps as well. But you can see it's really sort of typical of Art Deco machine age design. A lovely example of Jacob Bengal jewellery. Next, my final three pieces are brooches, and I've pinned them to my jacket so you can see how they look. So I'll just pop it on. Right. Let's see, I shall talk you through them all, give you an idea. So you can see that they actually look quite cool all worn together, quite sort of Prada-esque, but you can wear these individually too. There's a more traditional brooch on this side and then some more quirky pieces on this side. First of all, this brooch dates from the Egyptian revival of the 1920s. It's made from wood, hand-painted wood, and it's detailed with red and blue paints here. It features the profile of a pharaoh. So I'll just take it off so you can have a closer look. There we go. So as you can see, it's very striking. He has a very striking face, and you can see that it's really evocative of its time. The materials aren't costly at all, as is quite common with costume jewellery. It's more about the time period and the ideas and the interests that this piece evokes. It's got a nice strong fastening pin on the reverse too. A rare survivor from the 1920s. Next, this piece is from the 1930s and it was most likely made in France. As you can see, it's inspired by skiing. We have gilded metal skis and ski poles here, and then a little rucksack too. And the rucksack and the top of the ski pole are picked out in leather. It's really unusual, really interesting, and I haven't seen a piece like this before. It reminds me a little bit of a piece that I bought when I was little in Switzerland. Which is one reason I bought it. I bought a little purse that was made of to look like a little rucksack made from leather, and this little rucksack on here reminded me of that item. So I thought it was really sweet and really just evocative of that era of travel and tourism in the 1930s. So you can see it's really nicely constructed and a lovely strong fastening pin on the reverse, and the gold of the skis shines beautifully. I thought this would be a really nice piece to wear for the festive season and make perhaps a great Christmas gift too. So finally, I have a sterling silver brooch here, and sorry, this is yes, a sterling silver brooch, and this was made by the Castlecliff Company, the American Castlecliff Company, probably in the 1940s, and it features a more traditional motif than those we saw on this side. This is just a nice big statement flower. So I shall unclip this here. There we go, and I shall show you the reverse too, so you can see that it's signed. There's the brooch. It's lovely and bright, as you can see. And then on the reverse here you can see it's marked sterling, and it's also stamped Castlecliff just behind the pin too. It's a really elegant piece, as you can see, and these big florals are quite evocative of 1940s jewellery design. So we have this 1940s Castlecliff brooch, this fabulous German 1930s silver floral bangle, this Art Deco green paste and silver ring, this 1920s Egyptian revival pharaoh brooch, this 1930s French skiing themed brooch, these Niger Brothers wing Egyptian revival earrings, this Art Deco era piece with black and Peking glass, probably made in Czechoslovakia, and this 1930s Jacob Bengal machine age necklace. That's my selection of pieces for this week. Thanks so much again for joining me, and I shall see you all again very soon. Take care, bye bye.